for joining us for our community calendar. I have Jim Velde from Fuller Center for Housing with me today. How are you doing today, Jim?
I'm doing great. Good to be here.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. Let's talk a little bit about Fuller Center for Housing, what all Fuller does, what you represent, and how you can help people.
Sure. Fuller Center for Housing is we're a small group of people that is a nonprofit organization which does things quite similar to what Habitat for Humanity does. We morphed into the Fuller Center for Housing about 2-3 years ago. So we still we do things as far as building homes, repairing homes, making some improvements on some people's homes which is needed, and with our organization. And we've been doing that since about 1996 here in Detroit Lakes, and it's still going today.
Perfect. How would somebody qualify for help for Fuller?
Right. We do take applications at any time, and sometimes people just apply for our next house project or maybe for some repairs on their home. They can apply anytime for any of that stuff. And the way to really go and get us an application so we know that you need something is to go onto our website, Fuller Center for Housing, Detroit Lakes, and it'll bring you right to our local website. And on there you'll see a link to an application, and you would just click on the link, and most people do is they print it out, fill it out, either type it out or longhand and mail it to our office. We have a post office box 1472. That's the way we get your stuff, and then we meet once a month. We act on the applications that come in, and most of them we do. And if it's a big project and we just don't have the funding or just the wherewithal to do it, we might have to wait on that for a little while until we get to that point in time where we can help everybody that applies.
Sure. Now, is this generally like an income-based program, or, I mean, obviously you're not going to have like millionaires saying, hey, I need new windows, but tell me a little bit more about that type of.
Some of the criteria tend to be, one, it's not income based, but we do look for low income families in Becker County. So there's a level there. It changes by size of family. Typically, we've been helping families with children, some single parents with children, stuff like that, and we can get out there and help that. Yeah, and low income, any age really, and help them with their home project. We do. It's a loan, so it's a 0% interest rate loan. It's repaid over a long period of time, so it's similar to having a house mortgage, but the payments are very, very affordable. If it's a house loan that we do for you, we escrow income or insurance and taxes, so you don't have to worry about that moving forward. And so it's like you have a mortgage like with any kind of bank or any kind of lender, except our main feature is we don't push in any profit into the house project, repairs or the build, and the interest rate is at 0%. So we kind of get the money back, and as we get our money back from our house loans, that builds our coffers or whatever you want to call it again, so we can help the next person that applies.
Makes perfect sense. You guys are looking for donations as well.
Yeah, we're trying to do a project or a kind of a thing that we did several years ago, and we're trying to revive that. And what that is we're now accepting donations again of building supplies and lumber, plywood, stuff like that, windows maybe, some appliances that are in good working order. We're trying to amass that and start that project again of taking those donations in and putting them together, and we're going to have an auction of those items in the month of May. We haven't set the date yet, but we'll get that out. But right now I just wanted to kind of get out there that's a fundraiser kind of thing that we're doing again. It was very successful in the past. We've kind of moved away from it, and now we're going to give it another run, and hopefully it's going to be a good success this spring.
Well, good luck to you. How long have you been doing this type of, has Fuller always done this type of situation? And if so, how long has it been? And how have you grown over the years?
Yeah, we started a local chapter here, and at that time it was called Habitat for Humanity back in, I think, 1996. Okay. And since that time, the main focus was on building a house for a family in need. And at that time, I think since that time, we've done 11 or 12 or 13 houses. And now we're with Fuller Center for Housing, they're letting us do what we call a Greater Blessings projects, which are more of repairs which are needed for like insulation, safety, just getting things working in your house. Again, if you're a low-income person, we're out there. We do have a coffer of money that we can help pay for those things. But those things, we want these projects to stay at under a price tag of $5,000, and then we do that, and pretty much with as much volunteer labor as we can to keep our costs down for the applicant, and that's ongoing now. So and we have 3 of those going. We have 2 going right now. We completed 1, and we're still always in the end run thinking that we want to try and build another house for a needy family as soon as we can.
Perfect. Let's talk a little bit how we would get these donations and how they could contact you for more information.
Generally speaking, what you're going to most easily do is call our office phone number, and that's 218-844-5397. And it would go probably immediately to an answering service, which would be right to my phone. I'm Jim again. And if you could leave a message on there that you want us to call back, you have a donation for us to look at taking, we'll come pick it up. If you want to bring it to our storage shed, we can do that too, and just kind of put that all together. But I would say the phone call would be the easiest way. You'll either talk to me directly right away, or if I'm unable to pick up the phone right at that moment, I'll call you back, and then we'll set something up.
Perfect. One more time, the phone number?
The number is 218-844-5397.
And we'll put that on the screen so you can see that. Also, Jim Valdi for Fuller Center for Housing, thanks for joining us today.
It's been my pleasure.